What's up guys? Welcome to AnimeKouhai. If you'd like to help me out, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
They believed that strengthening the body was sufficient because the mental aspect would be boosted by the demon's power, leading to experiments heading in the wrong direction. Moreover, their misunderstanding was critical. By cultivating demon-incarnated cells, they extracted an essence. They thought injecting this essence would grant the subject the demon's power. This was a grave mistake. A demon claimed an incarnated body through its will. Cells without this will were just poison, destroying the subject. Thus, their tortuous experiments were futile. For the subjects, this place was a nightmare. The chosen ones were not the best candidates but rather orphans, slaves, and criminals whose disappearances wouldn't raise alarm. Serious offenders were secretly executed and brought here. Reiner was panting heavily. Despair and fear filled his heart. He had fallen from the esteemed position of commander of the Night Order of the Kingdom of Ingratia to a mere experimental subject. Many of his loyal subordinates had been killed. Initially, he raged against the injustice, but soon his spirit broke. The help he expected never came. His family home was destroyed, and the Night Order abandoned him. It was inevitable. Reiner had acted outrageously at a previous council meeting. He manipulated Elric, the first prince of the Kingdom of Ingratia, to fight against Demon Lord Rimuru and Holy Knight Commander Hinata. If he had succeeded, he would have been a hero, but he lost miserably. Consequently, Reiner was charged with treason. Everyone involved in his scheme was executed. Thus, he ended up as a test subject in this lab. The help he hoped for would never come. He realized this and lived each day in fear of becoming experimental material.
Why is this happening?
His sporadic anger was the only thing keeping him from going insane. His resentment towards Demon Lord Rimuru and Holy Knight Commander Hinata burned fiercely.
I'll make you pay. Even if you beg for mercy, I won't forgive you. I'll make you suffer and die.
This intense hatred kept Reiner's heart intact. Additionally, Reiner had only undergone physical enhancement surgery so far. The plan was to strengthen him as much as possible before experimenting with demon fusion. As a valuable specimen with over A rank potential, the researchers handled him carefully. Whether this was fortunate or not was debatable, but Reiner was still alive and his power had reached special A rank. And then, one day, an unexpected hope appeared before him.
Wow, breaking in was easier than I thought.
Feldway, who had casually assigned Vega to lead the way, praised him. There were 4 of them in the room. Vega was followed by Arios and Mai, with Feldway bringing up the rear. After their strategy meeting, each prepared individually. They agreed not to launch their attacks simultaneously but to let the demon lords focus on the first assault before targeting the main objective. Thus, Feldway and his group, who were after Masayuki, would act later. Fen, one of the 3-star commanders, was tasked with initiating the first strike. His mission was to draw the demon lord's attention with a flashy assault, defeat DeGruel of the Octagram, and take command of his army. This bold move would undoubtedly instill fear in the other demon lords. Jahil, another 3-star commander, was assigned to assist Fen. Together, they had amassed enough strength to challenge the West. Feldway and his team were the primary players in this operation. Their objective was to attend the World Conference in Ingratia's capital and eliminate Masayuki. To prevent interference, Zalario, also a 3-star commander, was stationed in the sky to stop Demon Lord Ruminez if she intervened. Alternatively, at Feldway's signal, he was to launch a full-scale attack on Ingratia's capital. Simultaneously with Fen's assault, Insect Lord Zelanus's forces were set to attack Demon Lord Milam's base in the former Eurazania. Currently, the remaining members of the Octagram were Guy, Rimuru, Ramirez, Milam, DeGruel, and Ruminez. By targeting 2 of them at once, they hoped to unsettle the others. However, Demon Lord Rimuru, who was as formidable a threat as Guy, was reportedly near Masayuki, Feldway's target. Though listed as a participant in today's meeting, there was a chance this could be a trap. Feldway planned to proceed cautiously and adapt as needed. Taking Vega's advice, they used hidden passageways instead of storming the capital, which proved wise. On the forest outskirts of the royal capital lay one of these passage exits. Entering through it allowed them to bypass the barriers protecting the capital easily. And there was more good fortune.
So, this lab is still operational. I have memories here. They experimented on me.
Vega reminisced. A faint human presence could be sensed at the passage's end. To Feldway, these people were weak, but they held some strength by human standards. Initially, causing a disturbance seemed bothersome, but it turned out to be a fortunate opportunity.
Oh, right. The people in this cage are test subjects for the lab's experiments.
Vega explained, approaching the cage nonchalantly. He addressed the person inside in a friendly tone.
Hey, brother, how are you holding up?
The person, Reiner, whose spirit was nearly broken, responded.
You're not one of those researchers.
Reiner saw someone standing before the cage and recoiled in fear. He looked up to see Vega, confused by the situation. Vega chuckled.
Looks like you've had it rough.
Who are you?
I'm Vega. You could say I'm your senior.
Senior?
Yeah, I was a test subject here once. Managed to escape, but those memories still haunt me.
Reiner, hearing this, felt a connection with Vega. He saw him as someone who understood his suffering.
You're like me.
Exactly. How about I help you out?
Vega acted independently, and Feldway, listening, didn't intervene. The mission was Vega's to handle, and so far, things were going smoothly. Feldway decided to let him proceed while keeping a watchful eye. Additionally, there was another factor. Apart from Reiner, many other prisoners were present, other experimental subjects. Nearly 100 of them had undergone similar enhancements and appeared in good condition. Feldway wondered if these subjects could be used for Yorishiro, a phantom yet to incarnate. While he pondered this, Vega and Reiner continued their negotiation.
What?
Reiner was baffled by the sudden news. If Vega was offering help, he couldn't turn it down. However, Vega and his companions seemed too suspicious to trust. But that hesitation was brief. If he rejected their offer, he faced only despair and an inevitable, painful death. Deception here was a far better option.
Help me. I'll swear loyalty and give you everything I have. Just get me out of here.
Reiner shouted. Vega grinned and placed his hand on the steel cage. Despite being reinforced by magic, it was effortlessly bent and ripped apart by Vega's power. The display of strength showed Reiner the vast difference in their abilities. More shocking were the dead bodies of the magical inquisitors at his feet, silently eliminated by Arios. Reiner, who had been worried about the delayed patrol, turned pale as he understood the cause.
I can't believe these secret forces of Ingratia, who even I couldn't match, were killed so easily. These guys are truly monsters.
Even as he thought this, he felt genuine relief. Reiner realized he had made the right decision.
Glad to have you on board, brother. If there's anyone else you want to save, let me know. I'll rescue them all.
Reiner's face lit up with unexpected joy.
Yes, all of them. They're all my subordinates.
Only those who could endure the enhancements were held here. The women and children had been sent to other experiments and were already dead. Reiner and his remaining subordinates had been told this as part of their punishment. So, they chose to follow Vega without hesitation.
Alright, from now on, you're under my command. We're going to wreak havoc in the capital above. You'll follow us even if you don't want to.
Of course. Actually, it's a great order. We have a grudge against this country too.
Reiner eagerly accepted Vega's words. The knights under Reiner's command nodded, sharing the same regret for their lost comrades and families. Having survived, their anger over being used as experimental subjects had only grown. At this moment, their rage was uncontrollable. And now, Feldway was fueling it further.
I will give you the power to do just that. Are you ready, my...
Yes. I've brought 100 warriors from Jahil-sama.
Following Feldway's orders, Mai had acted quickly. She used instantaneous movement to gather a selection of warriors from Jahil. Jahil wasn't pleased, but he had no choice but to obey Feldway's command. So the order was swiftly executed. Deep underground in the kingdom of Ingratia, the incarnation ritual was performed on Reiner. The being with the stronger will would dominate the body. In some cases, the egos would merge, but Reiner accepted this as better than enduring more inhumane experiments. And so,
I am filled with power. Vega-sama, thank you for saving us and giving us a chance for revenge.
No problem. Here, take this and go wild.
Reiner took the weapon from Vega. It was a knight's sword, created by the multiple weapons ability Vega had taken from Aurea. Its performance matched a mythical grade weapon. Reiner, now possessing the power of a staff officer, class phantom, could wield it. His current power level was over 1 million in existence value. With the mythical grade weapon, he was strengthened to an equivalent of 2 million. Reiner's subordinates had also been reborn with existence values ranging from 200,000 to 500,000, equating to special A rank or higher. Vega was pleased with this unexpected gain, and Feldway was satisfied as well.
This is quite a find. Now, go and cause as much chaos as you can for me.
With a smile, he watched Reiner and his group leave, eager and ready for action. The massive quake rocked Heaven's Tower. That day, the holy void Damerganya was teetering on the edge of annihilation.
Whoa, that seems really dangerous. Could it be the same entity that wreaked havoc on the Earth ages ago?
Hearing Ultima's comment, Veyron and Zonda, who had been summoned, became alert.
I'll check with Daggerel-sama immediately.
Good. Zonda, head to Beretta-san and ensure Shion-san is informed too, considering the worst-case scenario.
Following Ultima's directive, Veyron and Zonda sprang into action. If this place fell, it was clear that Rubirius with Xian would be next. Contacting headquarters was a given, but informing Xian of the severity was equally crucial. Zonda understood this and didn't question her. His silence, "No, why?" or "I'll fight with you," stemmed from his complete trust and fear of Ultima. Those directly under Ultima's command, unlike the lower demons, understood her well. They knew she was relentless with disobedience and had no mercy for dissent. More importantly, Ultima's decisions were always spot on. Zonda had tested the area and found it sealed off from magic. All communication channels were jammed. They were ready for such scenarios. Rimuru had instructed everyone to maintain constant contact, an issue that arose during the previous attack on Leon. He emphasized regular communication, once every 5 minutes, so any loss of contact would be seen as abnormal. While they wouldn't panic, others would know within 5 minutes if something was wrong. However, Ultima likely decided that would be too late. With this in mind, Zonda's only option was to execute the orders precisely. He wasn't foolish enough to squander valuable time. Zonda merged with the wind and vanished. Ultima stood, biting her nails.
Well, if my suspicions are right, should I consider fleeing?
Ultima didn't want to, but she was resolved to do so if necessary.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for always watching my videos and supporting my channel. A big thanks to the AnimeKouhai patrons who made this video possible. Jared Bressler, Chad Vota, Nate, Havox, Speed Saber, Curtis Loban, Judah Herrera, Justa Guy, Miss L.W. Hernandez, Jason Martin, Zach Rossan, Jarius Ladek, Ray Perez, Donald Williams, Moab A, Day of Light, John M, Godman Gaming, Markithian Tidwell, Adrian, Kumo, Sankas Chelu, T. Bush, John L, Edgar Fuentes, JV, Thomas, J, Christ, Joshua Cousins, Vethelny, Khaled, Christian Deshazer, Cal Robs, Divine C. Harris, Panda Cats, DeAndre Nance, Monty Boy 98, D-Man, Ruben, Yuki Iki, Gray, Kamal Ebanks, Isaac, Koala King 93, Paul DeGrassi, Little 95, Quilly Buckner, Zephyros, Alver, Normal Defate, L, Gary Miles, Dragon Spawn 666, J. Rule, Liron Sangkap, Lucas Gay, Jason Martin, Echo Ski, Foolish Prophets, Ethan Madison, Sky T, Diego Ginoza, Andre Hamilton, Guy Endsley, Simon Road, Emperor WSA, Mika Espinosa, George Hage, Gobi Lin, Pratik Bandari, Arod Dare, Faiz Mansour, Jackson Early, Smexy, Carl Stephen Bernadel, Gareth Hashimoto, Steven Madison, Homelike Drop, Vasto Lord, Martin Ramos, Marl Barsha, Hansel Ortega, Karam Faraj, Efrain Hernandez, Luca Gaming WTF, William Locke, Jordan Mersha, Kamal Luke, Spencer Candila, Ian Sikibuyol, Potate, Thanakorn Lee Sawat, Lamar, KACP9R, Tony, The Harv, Mike Roch, Matthew Abraham, Drayden Yamauchi. Thank you so much for helping out. I'll see you guys in the next video.